legend. KJ's happy because he's a Villa legend as well, so he's going to be here. 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 We've got in the studio as well. KJ going to find him for me. Man, Adam Charles is back in the house there. Here he is. Adam Charles is here with us. Adam's on the socials tonight. He's on the socials tonight. So get your super chat comments in. Adam's going to put up as many as he can as well. Any questions you've got for Marlon, any questions you've got for myself. And what are we actually talking about as well? Because, of course, it's football. There's a big Arsenal-Chelsea preview. The big Arsenal-Chelsea preview coming later on today. Who's winning? Who's winning? Who's winning that preview? I want to know who's winning it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Proper. They're up for it. Arsenal fans have got some voice today. I can't believe it. After Brentford, they're singing. I love it. I love it. Absolutely. On top of that as well, there's going to be a big challenge later on tonight. Me versus man like Marlon in Tyre Tekkers. Brand new show feature on the Terrace. I mean, I practiced earlier. I was good when I rock it. I am. Honestly, absolutely awful. So we've got that coming up for you, plus much, much more. But before that, we want to go over to our Legends area. This Legends area is absolutely impeccable because we want to unveil something to you, which is very, very beautiful in relation to the football terrace. Now, we're going to walk over here now. We're going to take a look. And I'm actually going to grab someone from my audience. I'm going to go and grab one of my super fans and legends, someone that I know has been here pretty much from day one watching the terrace. Matthew, young man, come over here, brother. Come here, brother. Come here, brother. Thank you very much for coming. Come with me, come with me, come with me. So, this here, first of all, was voted for by the football terrace community. We put a poll up a few weeks ago, and the options were Mbappe versus Haaland. There was Messi versus Ronaldo. We had like legend options as well, the likes of Zinedine Zidane, the best legends ever in Premier League and European football. Zidane, Ronaldinho, Michael Carrick, every single one of them was being named in that. All of them. Wayne Rooney, they were there. But you voted for something special. Now, during the week, we had our friends come in from Mural, they are the best in the business when it comes to street graffiti and street art, and all the murals they can put out are absolutely amazing. So what we're going to do now, we're going to show you the VT of how it was made a little bit later. But before that, we're going to unveil what you voted for live on the football terrace. And Matthew, I want you, as one of our long-term fans, to do the unveiling for us, Matthew. Grab this end there, put it. Let's just put it. There we go. Look at that. Look at that, people. Look at that. Big. You see that there? We've obviously got our three lions there. We've got them, Marcus Rashford, Saka, and of course, none other than Jadon Sancho. The Kings are there. Big dedication to them. And of course, Merwell's, they did an amazing job putting that together for us. We want to show it to you, though. We want to show you the process, how they did it, how they put it together. We're going to run that VT for you right about now. Enjoy it, and we'll see you in a few moments. Thank you very much for that absolutely amazing piece of work. And I'm honestly chuffed, you know, from sitting in the spare bedroom of my own house, ain't my mum's house, but sitting in the spare bedroom of my own house, making YouTube videos, grainy videos, Wi-Fi issues, to suddenly being sat in this beautiful room with that wonderful artwork up there is humbling. Also being surrounded by some of, like, you know, friends of mine, YouTubers, you know what I mean? Got man like Rocket, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. There's no doubt about it whatsoever. But we're going to bring our first guest in. We're going to bring our first guest in now. As we said earlier, Premier League royalty here. Absolute royalty, slot goal scorer, one of the best car dealers around as well. So you fancy yourself, you know what I mean? If you fancy yourself a bit of a new motor, you've got to check out. It's man like Marlon. Let's give him a big round of applause, people. A big round of applause. Yes, brother. Nice to have you on the show, my man. Top man. There we go.
You've got a lot of Arsenal fans in.
I know, there's loads, bro. There's loads.
A lot of noise as well.
I know. That's surprising considering what happened last week. I know. Look at them there. Look at them there. But no, thank you for coming down, mate. Really appreciate it for the first show as well.
Oh, decent.
First show. I know. I appreciate that. It's not looking too bad. No, it's good.
Step.
Absolutely. And you see, the Arsenal fans are noisy. Of course, really good start to the Premier League weekend last week as well, wasn't it? You know, brilliant start to the week. Do you?
Yeah, so far, he's a good guy.
Okay, well, that's it. Your era baller, though. Obviously, you know him personally as well. So, yeah, struggling a bit, but absolutely. In terms of yourself, what have you been up to since retiring?
Since retirement, my car business. It's been going on quite a while now, probably about 15 years. It was running in the background while I was playing. So when I retired, I just put face to company, and it's just gone from one thing to another.
Nice. I've seen a lot of stuff on Instagram, like really nice cars. See a lot of that sort of ballers buying your stuff as well. Like, who's bought the best car from you? What's the best car you've sold to anyone?
Oh God, it's hard to say because I try and keep it discreet. And if any of the players say, I ask them if they want me to put it on social media. If they say no, then I respect them, so I know what it's like. So I don't really like to say. So it's hard, but obviously, Wes Morgan's one of our good clients, and he doesn't mind us talking about him. And he's quite a humble guy.
Yeah,
he's a bit of a legend, to be fair.
Yeah,
we do a lot of these cars.
But do you know what? Like footballers, most of them working class boys. So it's good to see people doing well, earning money and spending it on good things. So like, big up yourself. You also support a charity as well, like a food mission as well. Is that right?
Yeah, Don Food Mission. Yeah, I love him. He's a good guy.
Yeah,
he's a legend.
What he does and how he does it is massive. And when he asked me 3-4 years ago to help him achieve what he wanted to achieve, to like spread it to everywhere else, because he just does it in Hastings.
Yep.
And he feeds homeless, feeds schools, feeds loads of people, and obviously Rocket came down to have a little look and done a bit of video and showing everyone what it's all about.
That's good, mate. Like, especially with what's been going on in the world in recent years, sort of food missions, food banks have been so important to people. Yeah, so it's a real good thing to get involved with. So, of course, all the information for that is inside the description below. So go check out, of course, the company's AEC13. Go check that out. And, of course, Foods Don Mission as well. Go check that out, people, and give the support that you can. To one really good cause, and also support man's business. Do you know what I mean? You've got to get it done if you can. Yeah. In terms of you, I want to learn a bit more about you in terms of a footballer. Like, of course, like, I watched you growing up. Do you know what I mean? I watched you growing up. I've seen some of your moments. Do you know what I mean? Like, really good footballer in the Prem. What was like the best moment for your favourite moment as a professional footballer?
Obviously, you grow up dreaming about stuff, and you're watching FA Cup finals, and obviously playing for West Ham. I got the semi-final goal to get us to the final, and being what I know with West Ham playing for the 4 years that I was there, it's unbelievable. The fans, the background, the staff, the passion that they had, it just made that season worth getting to a final, and obviously I got them there.
Yeah, no, I remember that was Middlesbrough, right?
Yeah.
I remember watching that, and of course you're up against, I'm a Man United fan, you're up against Liverpool in the final. I was rooting for you. You know what I mean? It was a sad day in the end for me, but there we go. I mean, you scored that goal. What were some of the other standout moments as well, like in the Premier League? You know, you're there from early stage.
Yeah, Premier League, I made my debut against Arsenal.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like a 19-year-old.
You must have scored a hat-trick, must have. It's Arsenal.
Yeah, could have. But no, back then they were good then.
Yeah.
They were really good. I come on the sub and I was up against Tony Adams and Martin Keown.
Nice.
It's quite a daunting situation as a 19-year-old coming on and you're looking at them two. It was.
Did it take you out?
They did, mate. They did. Yeah, but I was quite a big boy, so I weren't scared.
There we go. Absolutely. Do you think that element of the game has gone a bit now? Like, did you enjoy that rough and tumble of football?
That, yeah, I love that. I miss it now because no disrespect, football is just obviously gone a bit more like fitness, tactical stuff like that. But I love the hustle and bustle. Like when I'm going up against Rio Ferdinand, John Terry, and that's what you work your whole life to play against these top strikers, and you duels that you have with them, to try and battle with them. You're battling against the best, and I don't think that they have that anymore.
No, I agree with you. Like, I'm we're similar ages, and I missed that. Used to cheer. I remember a tackle from Vidic on Carl Walker, maybe about 8 years ago in the Prem. Man did backflips in the air. That should make you cheer. You get red cards for that now. Like that was when football for me was at its absolute best in terms of the competitive nature on the pitch.
For me too.
Absolutely. You obviously played under some really good famous managers as well. Who was your favourite? Who did you kind of click with and get on with the most?
West Ham with Pards is what we achieved over the last. When we was there, we got to a final every year, and Pards did so well with the players and the lads that was there, the staff. We had Bobby Zamora, Dean Ashton, Teddy Sheringham, Yossi Benu, Carlos Tevez.
Jeez.
It's just ridiculous. So it was. He did well, and what we achieved. So yeah, Pards was up there.
Yeah, I mean, again, just, as you say, unlucky really not to pick up that trophy. And I remember when you signed Tevez and Mascherano that summer. That was. I mean, social media didn't exist. That would have broke Twitter. That would have broke Instagram. That news, because what was that like as a footballer? So you suddenly, you're West Ham, and big club in England, no doubt. But to suddenly have two of the best. I try and explain to people, signing Tevez at that age was like signing an Mbappe or a Haaland now. Like, he was so sought after at the time. What was that like?
Crazy. We didn't even know. He's got these two Italians coming through the door. We're like, who are these? But then obviously when we start training with them and seeing them, it was like, oh, God, these lot got a bit. And then the more you get on, the more you know about them. And then obviously after leaving West Ham and what they went on to achieve, then you see their proper ballers.
Absolutely. I've got to ask you, who's the worst guy to be managed by, or like who didn't you get on with, or like who was the one that like you all tried to get out?
I'm not that kind of person to say that. But I would say. When Curbs came into West Ham, obviously he had an old school method, and I don't think the old school would work for us, because we had a few fisticuffs that we had to iron out before, after a couple of games, and then we went on an unbeaten run towards the end of the season, like 9 games. We beat Man United last game of the season. So
yeah, that was Tevez, wasn't it? It was I was there. I think I was there. We won the league that day, but it was you dampened it.
I didn't agree with his methods and how he was, and I wouldn't say he was the worst. It just didn't have a disagreements, and he's the only one that sticks in my mind.
Fair enough. Well, it hasn't worked much since, so maybe you're on the same, mate. Just saying, just putting it out there. In terms of, you mentioned some really good players there, Tevez, Mascherano. You mentioned my favourite player as a kid, Teddy Sheringham, absolute, just baller, handsome, do you know what I mean? What a man. Obviously scored that. I always feel sorry for him, actually, in the treble winning season. He scored like a winner at an FA Cup final, an equaliser in the Euros, but we only ever talk about Ollie, but he'd done everything. Who were your best players, standout individuals that were just the best on the eye, and just in training, in games, just the best ballers you played with?
Yeah.
Mate, Nobes is up there. He's a underrated player, and what he's achieved at West Ham. Obviously, you've got Javier Mascherano in training. He was just unbelievable. Just touches, play left, right. I would say him more than Carlos, because Carlos was the worst trainer you ever seen. on a Saturday, he would just
turn it on.
Yeah. But I would say Javier, because he was an unbelievable everywhere. His feet, his skills, ability. Yeah, he was a baller to be.
Absolutely. And how about played against? I mean, you came up against some of the Premier League's royalty, haven't you? I mean, you played against Wayne Rooney. You played Henry, Cristiano Ronaldo. Who are the standout individuals where you just were in awe of them?
Excuse me. What he's gone on to in his career, it's got to be Cristiano Ronaldo. He was just unbelievable. Just when I was playing against him, I think it was Villa one time. I was up front on my own, and I was just watching Rooney and Rama just going left, right. Just the speed of him, and he was just unreal. And then obviously now what he's gone on to in his career, and his goals and his trophy cabinet is just ridiculous.
Absolutely. When you play against players like that, is there this element in training in the week, more so from the defenders as you were a striker, but where they think, no, I'll be all right. I'll be all right against him, and then you're actually playing against them, and you just think, how?
Yeah, you do get that moment, but at the same time, you got a job to do as yourself, so you can't really have that time to think about that, because you have to, when that ball comes to you, you have to do your individual ability to help the team, so you don't really got time to think about stuff like that, but it is in your mind, because you're obviously playing against Wayne Rooney, Thierry Henry and stuff like that, and at the end of the day, you just got to get on with it. So I remember it stuck in my mind, we played Arsenal again. West Ham was the last team to beat in that Highbury.
Do you hear that? More bad news, Gooners. Look at that. More bad news for you, Gooners. Man, like,
there things that they stick in my mind.
I know.
It's Arsenal.
Absolutely. No, I need to ask you a question though. So we're social media based, and of course on social media there's always debates, there's always arguments, there's always things going on in relation to football. One of the biggest they're all retired now, but this still happens almost monthly. This debate. Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes. What are we saying? there we go. I love it. For you obviously played against all three of them. Who would you say of the three, across all metrics of a footballer, who would you say was the most complete and the best?
Yeah, obviously, for me, all right, this is my opinion for me and what I see and what I think of a player, I would have to have number one, Paul Scholes.
Yes! There we go! I'm happy with that.
This guy is unreal. He's unreal. Mate, you can ask Messi, you can ask all the top players who all they say, and Scholes, he was unbelievable. But then my next one's got to be
Lampard. I like that.
Just what he's achieved in his goal ratio and what he's done at Chelsea.
Of course.
Stevie G. Which he's not a bad player.
No, look, of course, they're all stars of the Prem. But he's mentioned something about Scholes. I want to ask you this as a footballer, because this is another debate that comes up a lot on social. So viewers, remember to keep getting your comments in. Any questions you've got, we're going to go to Adam in a minute and put them up on the screen. But I need to ask you this. Are you an eye test person or an outputs person? Would you rather someone look good but not deliver all the time, or look a little bit sketchy on the eye but score goals every week? Say like, I don't know, like a Bruno Fernandes. Which, I'm putting it in there, like...
That's what I'm guessing. Bruno!
Come on. An out person.
Outputs.
That is producing week in, week out.
Got to deliver.
Doesn't matter how good you look or how ugly you look. If you're producing week in, week out, I think that's me.
Absolutely, I totally agree. We're going to go across to Adam Charles now. Man's back again over on the socials there. What the comments saying, bruv? What are the comments saying?
First of all, let me just say, Marlon, down to the peer pressure there, I have to say. A lot of people saying Friday night on the terrace, the set looks lit. We've got a lot of people saying that the studio looks good as well. And just people enjoying the fact that we're all back together after such a long time. We do also have some comments about Have Hope's dressing. Reporting live from the guard. I have to say, look at Guys, make sure you're getting those super chats in, please. Because, we just want to hear what you have to say. So get those super chats in, make sure you're getting those questions in, and I will make sure I read them out. Thank you.
Love it. Top man, lads.
So we have a competition coming up later. We've got a competition coming up later that I'm going to tell you all about now. And we want you to guess who's going to be the winner. I'm taking on a man like Marlon tonight in the Tyre Tekkers Challenge. And essentially when it comes to that, we're getting a minute each to kick as many balls for a whole of a tyre as we can. Now remember, without breaking any, that's true. I've been warned by the boss. Break nothing in it. Been warned, he told us, break nothing, you're gone, you're out, first night, evicted. So we're going to be doing that at the end of the show. So we want you to get your comments in. Who do you think is going to win the challenge? Me? The ex-banker YouTuber, of course, Premier League legend Marlon Harewood here. Who is going to win the challenge? Get your...
Okay, people, give us a cheer for Marlon.
Is he using his weak foot?
No. Strong foot out. What percent of our television? Come on!
I like that. A little bit of support. So make sure... Absolutely. So make sure you get your comments in relation to that. Before that, we're going to have to show you a wicked video, though. The boys went out with our tyre on the streets. We carried this tyre around everywhere with us to see how good the shooting accuracy of the general public is. Javern, we used to say capture it on the football terrace. We now say, Javern, run that VT. Let's do this.
Perfect.
Look at the tekkers there. Look at the tekkers. Great. I'm actually nervous now about later after watching that. Honestly, my feet are no good. But of course, big game this weekend. Arsenal versus Chelsea. Chelsea, most people's favourites right now to win the English Premier League. Arsenal in a mess. Again, always in a mess. You know, beat by Brentford. You know, Arteta getting a lot of stick. You spent £150 million to go sideways. Arsenal fans are saying it's not so much me. And of course, you boys absolutely flying. Look at the smiles on their faces. Lukaku's back. They've got their German manager, Mason, Money Mount. I know you love him. I know you love the English players. Have hope. We'll get into that later. There we go. But we're gonna a bit of a preview now of what's going to happen this weekend. Of course, we want your thoughts, your feelings. Leave your comments. Smash that like button, by the way, as well. We're going to start off with the Gooners. And I've got to go to my brother first of all, Adam Charles. He's been away from the terrace for a while. How are you feeling? How are you feeling ahead of this game?
Nervous is not even a word I'm looking for because I expect to lose. So let's just put that out from there, yeah? I think we're going to lose. Do I want to lose? No. But I just think that Tuchel's got flipping Chelsea playing like a machine right now. Pressing is really, really good. I think you've made some very shrewd signings in the last couple of years as well. So yeah, it's not looking great because we're just passing sideways. But I hope that MO, number 8, can do his job. And yeah, we do what we can.
MO. Chelsea, but I'm going to have hope first on this. Welcome back. And again, you are dressed... honestly, bruv, you went mad in Primark, bruv. Like, it's crazy. Honestly.
This is Gucci, man.
Gucci. Now, Council Estate Gucci. Here we go. Well, what I'm saying is, have hope. Are you scared? Are you buying that from Adam? Are you buying the notion of, we're going to lose, I expect to lose? Do you expect a tough game from Arsenal on Sunday?
You see, Terry, this is about unfinished business. Last season, under the tyrants known as Francisco Lampard, we should have put Arsenal into a relegation battle. But because the tyrant known as Francisco messed up, that didn't happen. So this unfinished business, I want a baptism, and I want Arsenal to be legally adopted by Chelsea this Sunday. Minimum of 6 Gs, and I want Lukaku, aka Luke Skywalker, aka Lucas the First, to drop a 3-piece on Arsenal, man. Minimum.
There is some confidence. Tade, you're shaking your head, bruv. You're shaking your head. What you got to say about that?
Look, I know there's a big blanket of depression around Arsenal right now.
I know, but I'm gonna be the positive one, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take a different stance on this because even last season we were very poor. But what happened? We slapped you twice. You had Lampard, you had Tuchel, we slapped you. You understand? So all these things you guys are saying about Lukaku, this, Lukaku, that, there is a juju. Do you know what juju is? Juju is voodoo in English. In case you don't know, there's a juju of Drogba on all your strikers. You're talking about Caseman, Crespo. You're talking about Torres and Werner. Lukaku is the next.
Gauntlet laid. Slens, what are you saying, Slens?
I'm sorry. Do you remember a certain striker named Didier Drogba we used to do to your team every single week? I'm sorry. Listen. You're talking about 2 wins. That's the only trophy you got that season. Unfortunately, we got the Champions League. I'm happy. But you can take your 2 wins. I'll take my trophy, bro. Oh. Listen, Lukaku will take the spirit of Drogba inside him. Listen, it will be balling out again. Be scared.
And I've got to say, Slens is massive. Honestly, I'm webcam. Did you size of him? Look at him. Big feet as well. Phil Green. You are always positive about Arsenal. Give me your predictions for this week. Are you going to beat your London rivals in Chelsea? Come on.
I hope we do. You know, I don't think we're going to take it home this time. I think we're going to get a draw. But I was saying earlier, if we win the game, that don't mean nothing for us Arsenal fans, man, because we need to turn this corner massively. You know what I mean? There's a lot of work to do. At the moment, it seems like we're in this sand pit that we can't climb out of. Season after season, we get deeper. So I know these Chelsea boys come in dressed like the mafia today, but, you know, I want to see us beat them still, but, you know what I mean? I'm a beaten man, you know what I mean? But I'm still backing my boys. Still backing them.
I do hear that. Winter Surfer's here with us in the flesh.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you can turn all 4 of these Arsenal boys into Arteta outers this weekend?
I don't care because I feared Crystal Palace last week more than Arsenal this week. So, they say London rivals. I don't even consider them rivals anymore. They're in the mud. They're in the more than mud. I want us to, it'll be in a half-empty stadium next week. This Sunday, and I just want to beat them senseless. That's what I want to do.
Senseless. Do you know what? This is the football terrace. So we always like to see what rivals have got to say, right? So we're going to go chat to some boys over here. I'm going to spin the Neeks. Speak to Neeks first of all. What are you saying about this game, Neeks? Obviously, Man United fan, Arsenal. Can you see Arsenal picking up a shock result?
Listen, my guy KJ's behind the camera and he always talks about this Arsenal judge. That's literally Arsenal's only hope. Because I expect Arsenal to get a battering at home to Chelsea. But I'm hoping that the judge kicks in like it did against us last season, like it did against Chelsea last season, like it did in the FA Cup the season before. I'm hoping they can sneak a little draw and then they go about their business quietly. That's what I'm hoping for.
I hear you on that one. Drifty's here as well. Of from Coppish. Got Neeks from Neeks Sports. We've got Coppish in the house here. How's it going, brother?
Yeah, man, good.
What's your prediction, Bob? You fancy Chelsea, or do you feel like Arsenal could just pull a shock out the bag?
You see these Chelsea boys, gassing up this whole, like, they're going to smoke the league and all this crap. I just can't wait till it comes tumbling down. They'll get top 4 easy. They ain't winning the league. As for this Arsenal thing, I think Saka's going to get the winning goal in this game, No, I'm being real. Like, because here's what the thing is, See these Chelsea boys, what they need, first of all, you got the fake German. And they're like really believing in their own hype right now. The best team for them to play is a team that has something to prove, and that team also has no expectation on them. Because even though they know they're under pressure, nobody in the whole world is thinking if they lose, it's bad for them. Everyone's thinking, they're meant to lose. Move on, lose to City, and then you try and build up. If they get anything out of them 2 games, it's a bonus. And for me, Arsenal play best when that's what's going on. So for me, Chelsea, watch out, man.
There we go. Man like Drifty's spoken. We've got Ty here as well from Never a Foul. What you saying, bro?
Yeah, big up for having me, man. Great show. Smash the like and subscribe. I'll be honest, I'm intrigued to watch this game. I think timing is everything. And I think with Tuchel and the players they've got with Lukaku coming in, I think it's a mentality test for Chelsea. And I think it's going to be interesting to see because last year we saw Martinelli and obviously they beat Kante slipped. They won at home as well. I just think if Chelsea can get through this game, they're going to show that they're serious title contenders. However, I think Arsenal going in there with something to prove, but a bit like the underdog mentality. They're struggling to sell tickets for the game. I think Arteta needs to rally them and just say, go out and perform. I think more, it's not an Arsenal problem. I think it's a Chelsea test mentally. And when they come through it, I think people need to be wary of Chelsea this year.
There we go. Lots of predictions in there. I want to know yours. And I'm looking at these kits. I've got these kits here. Now, this is my favorite, actually. Gunner King, come stand next to me, please, brother. Look at this thing. It's like bloodshot eyes. It's like most Gooners. That's a beautiful, beautiful looking shirt. I don't like anything Glazer prop, but no Glazer prop here. No Glazer props for me. That's a nice. There's also some nice kits here. I tell you something who does like kits. We've got a wonderful VT here from Will from 343. This guy knows everything about football kits. Enjoy it, check it out, smash the like and share button. We're back in a few. Javern, run that caption.
Massive game this weekend, Arsenal, Chelsea. And I've picked out my two favourite kits. I'm going to start with Arsenal. Look at this beauty. From 1994-95 season, the JVC sponsor, the lightning bolt design, and the Arsenal Gothic lettering on the back. Absolute classic. Designed by Dramberg, a famous Nike designer who happened to actually design the same shirt I'm wearing. Dortmund, by the way, if you're asking. And my favourite Chelsea shirt, which pains me to say because I'm a Gooner, is this beauty. Look at the sponsor. A little bit worn, I will say, but it's Cause. And at the time, no one really knew who they were. But we know Cause now. Maybe we've got Chelsea to thank. And on the back, Gianfranco Zola, the little magician. Absolute worldie of a player. As per the usual, 90 shirts collars are more interesting. This one's got a button and also has the ability to go up. I think Viali liked to do that, a bit like Cantona. Flock on the back, not the plastic rubbish, a bit like the other kits I've talked about. And beautifully done by Umbro. You can't quite see it, but if you look closely, it's got the lion within the shirt, which is a famous thing for Chelsea fans. I'm not a fan of it.
Oh, what a beauty.
How much do these vintage shirts cost, I hear you ask? Well, this one ain't cheap at 200 quid. When you look at that Nike tick with a Nike above it, it's certainly worth it. And this Chelsea shirt is a little bit cheaper. I mean, it is a Chelsea shirt, and I am a Gouda. It should be cheaper. £175. But that's because it's got soda. But to me, they're absolutely priceless. Because I love football shirts.
Thank you, Will, and our friends over at Clapping Football Shirts. Thank you very much indeed. Great VT. What was your favourite West Ham shirt you wore, mate?
Probably the one, the Job Serve one. I don't remember that one. It's
yeah.
sort of similar to the one that is now with the claret.
The light claret on the arms. Yeah.
That's the one. And obviously, West, I think they're replicating that one this year. It looks quite nice to be there.
It's decent. My favourite West Ham shirt. Do you remember the one years back? I was a kid when it had the bubbles.
Yeah.
Like actually had the bubbles in it, which was quite good. That was then that you had the Man United at Old Trafford, that same era. There was a lot of that kind of thing going on. And I mean, there are some interesting shirts out there right now. I mean, have you seen all the new Puma shirts that are coming out now? Like, what's your thought on them? Like, would you want to wear one of them as a baller?
I don't know. I used to like Man City's, but they're not. They're a bit loose, and obviously they're all quite tight and look quite good. To be fair, the shirts this year are quite decent.
Yeah,
quite nice ones.
Yeah, they're like that. Have you seen Ajax's new one?
No, I ain't seen
You've not seen Ajax's new one. I need to call KJ in here. He's behind the camera today. This guy.
Listen. Ajax kid is wavy, bro. Boy, rapping the Jamaican people. I'm not touching it today.
No, it does it really good. Interestingly, with relation to Bob Marley, he's Julian Marley followed me on Twitter yesterday. I was very humble. That's the kid up there. Look at that. That is nice, right? That is very nice. Now, I'm normally against wearing other club shirts, but I think I might have to break my own rule on that. I might have to break my own rule. Absolutely going to get that done. But a lot going on in football. Of course, Tekkers coming up later. Plus, the Chelsea and Arsenal fans go head-to-head in a big challenge with Rocket a little bit later. So stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Smash the like and share buttons. But there's still a lot going on in the transfer market, and we talk a lot about that on the Football Terrace. We're going to be talking a bit Harry Kane now. We're going to be talking a little bit about the midfield issues at a few clubs, Arsenal's business. But I want to start with Jules Kounde to Chelsea. His name come up again. Of course, everyone's aware of Fabrizio Romano is. Yeah. Spoke today very much about how Chelsea is still going after him. Do you think that's a player that Chelsea sort of need to add to their squad to try and challenge for the Prem this year and to retain their Champions League trophy?
It's a statement. I'll give them that, but I don't think they need him. After by Lukaku, I don't think they need a player of that caliber because they have got players that can do that position for him and players that are already playing. So I'm not sure if it's like a statement thing to add to their squad, but I don't think they really need him.
Yeah, a lot of Chelsea fans, in fairness, have changed their mind on these things through the course of the summer. First of all, it was we need a centre-back, we need Kounde, don't need a midfielder when it was Declan Rice. Now there's this big push to go and sign a Sal Niguez or a Tchouaméni to that central midfield area, but they are stacked at Chelsea, aren't they? I mean, do you have them as one of the favourites to win the league?
I do. After the last couple of games and how they set in a statement and the Super League final and stuff, how they've been playing, and then adding Lukaku to their firepower, mate, they are going to be a force to be reckoned with. I hear some of the comments, but they're decent, to be fair.
No, they are. And on Lukaku, I mean, he's back. He seems like he's got that bit between his teeth.
He looks hungry. It's just the way he's talking, how he thinks. He's like, he looks more mature. He knows what he wants. He's just like, he's fixated on goals and stuff. So.
No, it absolutely is. He absolutely is. And I want him to do well, to be fair, because I'm a Man United fan, and I think he got a rough deal in the end.
Yeah.
It didn't go the way he wanted. Of course, there's all the turmoil with Jose as well. In relation to strikers and turmoil, though, like the Harry Kane situation has been. It's got to come up. It has to. You're a striker.
Yeah, because he's one of my boys as well. He's a top lad. I feel sorry for him in one sense because he is a true professional, and what he's achieved at Tottenham is massive. And obviously, with a player, it's hard when you want to go on and do what you want to achieve and win stuff. And obviously Spurs, they've been trying, but they haven't been doing it. And Harry is the caliber of player. He wants to win titles, playing Champions League finals and playing Champions League games week in, week out whenever they're in them. And it's just, I find it difficult for him, and I feel a bit sorry for him because obviously the hype around it, and Levy's not going to let him go very easy.
No, he isn't. And he's had a lot of stick, Harry Kane, because, you know, as you just said there, he is a model. Everyone you speak to that knows Harry Kane talks about how professional he is. And you know, that's kind of triggered a lot of people on social media into, well, he's not professional now, he's a disgrace, you know, not turning up to training.
I don't know how, it's hard. I don't know how they say that, because what he's achieved and what he does and how his mannerisms and how he goes about it, it does upset me a bit because he's not that type of player. But at the same time, I understand what people are saying and what they see. You're a fan. And if you're seeing a player doing that, you've got your own opinion. You can speak and say stuff. Like if he's not turning up for training, you've got a right to say something. But at the end of the day, that's what Harry wants to do, whatever if it is that way, because no one would know what's going on in-house, only between Harry, the manager, and Levy. So obviously everyone's got their own opinion.
No, I do get that. Someone over there was shouting something. I wonder what are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying?
Bro, listen, if you don't turn up for training, you're unprofessional. Yeah, and the bottom line is this. You don't turn up for training, you're unprofessional. No matter what nobody tries to say about you, you are unprofessional.
Yeah, but you don't know what's going on. You're seeing it from outside. You don't know what the manager, what they've told him. Might come back later. Might told him to come back later. But people might be jumping on stuff, and you just read it into something. Don't believe what you read.
You're working that circumstance, yeah.
Yeah, but you're not.
I'm getting sacked.
Okay, but you don't know.
The difference is he's a commodity.
You're seeing it from outside. If you're inside of it, you would understand.
But why would people not call it out to be unprofessional, as it really is?
Yeah,
that's the truth.
But no one said it from the club. You're
You're
reading exactly. So if someone said it from the club, that's what's happened. You're not really seeing it from outside. So I just know from a player's point of view, when you're talking to a manager, you don't know what's going on between the manager. You're just hearing from other people. So until it comes from the manager's mouth saying he didn't turn up for training, then you can say something.
There we go. There we go. I mean, good debate though. I like that. Nice debate there. Nice debate there. In terms of other teams, we'll talk about who you think might win the Premier League and stuff. How do you think West Ham are going to get on this season?
Wow, wicked. I loved them last year. It's amazing to see that they got that team back together, people playing for each other, winning games, celebrating, and obviously a Man United player, Lingard, going into joining them,
Jesse,
and capitalising on what they did and how they did it, and it was good. So hopefully they can find that form and take it into this season.
Yeah, they did well last year, and of course they've got Declan Rice in there. He's such a good footballer, isn't he?
Yeah,
such a good.
Come on, so much. Obviously learning from Nobes.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
Yeah, he's done well. Check.
Yeah,
he is.
They got some good players. They got some good players at West Ham. Adam, Charles, what's social saying, bro? What's social saying?
ain't got a mic, but I'll scream if you need me to.
Please do, sir.
Yeah, basically, people saying Harry Kane is acting very unprofessionally. I know there's a lot of people that didn't like when people said this about Pogba. I didn't like his unprofessionalism. So I think they want the same energy to be applied. But I do hear what Marlon's saying, that we don't know what's going on inside the club. So it's a debate to be had. Some other people saying that although the show has some teething problems, I don't know what you've been watching, the content is still class. So we've got people saying that Williams. Speaking of Williams, they've been asking for you, Maria.
Oh, really? Maria Williams in the house.
Just know she's here. She's here.
Give us a wave, Maria. Oi, oi. There we go. Quality, absolutely quality. Do you know what I said about Harry Kane thing? I'm going to throw my 10 penneth in as well. Like, look, everyone I've heard though that says he's professional knows him. So the difference is, like, if you're asked to give an opinion on someone you've never met, it's what you read. Yeah. When you know Harry Kane and you know what he's like, you've got an informed opinion, and Gary Neville got a lot of stick for saying the same thing, but he said that of all the people I work with, he's the most professional one.
People seem to forget that line there. All the people I know or work with,
but it's going to be interesting. In terms of the Premier League, though, we'd like to talk a little bit of Man United on the football terrace. How impressed were you with Paul Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, and those boys when they smashed? Yeah, they smashed Leeds.
It's about time, really. I'm not a Man U fan, but for a Man U fan, it must be horrible. It must be horrible for them last year, knowing that they can produce that.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So I agree. Obviously, at the beginning of the season, all of a sudden they're like, wow, they're like pulling a finger out. Obviously, I'm not a footballer anymore, so I can say what I like.
Yeah.
That's why you're here, bro. That's why we wanted you.
I've got no repercussions. It's on me, so I can say what I think, and I know my opinion. But that's what I mean. Like, these boys are top ballers. Yeah. But last year, obviously, Ollie's another good guy. I've met him quite a few times, and the way his mannerisms, how he talks, and how he is, he's wicked. So, like, for them to do this now, it's a bit bad on him from last year because he knew that they've got this and they can pull it out. So, but obviously now, whatever he's working, whatever he's been saying to him, and it showed over the weekend how they can perform. And Pogba was unplayable.
I'm so happy he's staying. On Ollie, do you think, obviously where you're on social, the Ollie outers, that call him a PE teacher, say he's got no tactics, bad man management, like, do you just think is that so far off the... how wrong is it? How wrong is that?
Massively wrong, because I speak to quite a few of the lads and they speak very highly of him. So they do a lot for him and how he is and how he looks after him, because he's sort of a legend there, and at the same time he's very respectful. And the people in the lads, the academy, because I coach at Forest, so I know when I went there how they respect him and what he wants and what he wants to achieve. And I think this year is going to be a big year for him because that's what he wants to do. And it showed at the weekend what he's implemented to everybody. Like, you're going to have to start showing people now.
Yeah, and you can certainly see the bit is between the teeth of Manchester United. But we want your thoughts and feelings. Some really big opinions there from Marlon. Of course, the audience as well. That's what the football terrace is about. Now, we're going to go over to the legends area, of course, where Rashi, Saka and Jadon Sancho are, because we're going to be throwing over the Rocket, who's got Have Hope and Tade for a brilliant challenge. Go check this out.
Yes, guys, we are here in the legends area. It wouldn't be Friday night without... something involving alcohol. We're about to play Score a Pint. Gents, this is to predict the outcome for the Chelsea-Arsenal game on Sunday. Okay. The rules are simple. All you've got to do is bottle flip your bottle. 360, land it, something like this. Oh, come on. Give me some love, yeah? If you land it, I will move the pint closer to your opponent's goal. Whoever scores is the winner. And then you can decide whether you neck the pint or nominate it. Understand the rules?
Yep.
Hope, you feeling confident?
It's Arsenal, man. Come on, man. What?
Easy. It's an easy win.
Yeah.
Taddy, what you saying, bruv? Guys, okay. Your time starts. 3, 2, 1. Take it away, boys. Here we go. They're off. Here we go. First one to land it. Who's it going to be? Chelsea versus Arsenal. We've got one. Keep going. Keep going. It's only 1-0. It's 0-0, Taddy. Come on. Are you going to pull it back? Oh, come on, boys. It's all in the wrist. It's all in the wrist. There we go. Pull it back. He pulled it back. Would you believe it? Already it's 1-0. Keep going, lads. It's like as it is. Here we go. Who's going to win? Is anyone? I'll tell you what, this technique is absolutely shocking. It's all in the weight, lads. Feel the weight of the ball. Feel the water. Feel the water. Hold the top. Still sit. There we go. Come on, boys. Here we go. I'll tell you what. Oh, there we go. We keep going. I've moved it. Yes, we're back. I'll tell you what, guys. We could be here all night. Keep going. Taddy, oh, we're back in the middle. It's 1-0. Keep going, lads. Who's going to win? Who's going to get the advantage? Here. Taddy's in. Keep going, Taddy. Watch the pint. Don't you spill the pint. That's the last thing we do. Taddy's in. Here we go. One more from Taddy. It is one more. Come on, Taddy, son. You got it. Oh, move it back. Have Hopes come back. It's still all to play for. I'll tell you what, this is riveting stuff, isn't it? You don't get this on Sky Sports. Here we go. Come on, boys. This is Friday night on the Terrace, and we're live. Oh, we got it. It's this way. This one. Come on, Taddy. One more from Taddy. One more. Oh, he's cheating. Flip it. One more, Taddy. Come on, one more. Oh, one more. Where's it gone? Taddy, come on. You've literally got to one more. Come on, boys. He's so close. Yeah! That's what he does. There it is. Hey, what a man. Have hope. Did he cheat? I don't know. We need VAR.
I'm not a cheat, man. I am not a cheat. What are you talking about?
Right, Taddy, you have won. Guys. Taddy has won. Congratulations, Taddy. Now you have a choice. You can either neck the point yourself, or you can nominate it to Have Hope. What do you want to do, mate?
Enjoy yourself, mate.
Oh, he's nominated. Have Hope, there's your point. Here we go. It's Friday night. We're live. This is Friday night on the Terrace. Have Hope. Here we go. Get behind him, everyone. Go. Go on, Have. Sure what it is. So how's the whole work? Right, we can now cross back to Terry for total tekkers. Take it away, Terry. Here we go. Tire tekkers.
I hope my mic on, Javon. My mic on. I'll put the mic on. Mic's back on now, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that challenge there. You might have. Look at him struggling. Look at him. Look at the colour. Oh, Rob. Look at him. Absolutely mangled. Absolutely mangled. Look, we've got tire tekkers to do now. There may be a problem with one of the cameras. We're going to get that sorted in a minute. You've got a chance to win a prize though tonight. If you super chatted in and you guess right, okay? If you super chatted in and you got right, selfies later, brother. So we've all had one beer before, haven't we? Do you know what I mean? Jesus Christ. You can win a print of the mural that's up on the wall of our 3 lions, but you've got a super chat in who you think's going to win out of myself and man like Marlon. So get those super chats in right now. The rules are simple. 1 minute each to kick as many balls through the tyre as possible. And I'm spinning around like this so we can sort out a camera problem. It's very professionally done here. It's live on the air. And Marlon, do you reckon you beat me? What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think you probably been practicing all day. So, the training.
I reckon. Look at them trainers as well, bro. Fresh Jordans as well. They're brand new balls though, so they shouldn't scuff anything up. So we're gonna do this now. Make sure that like button is hit. Make sure you're subscribing to the show. Hope you're enjoying it as well. It's a lot of fun in here. Warm, but very, very fun indeed. Have hope. Is he standing up yet? Is he all right? He's just about standing up now. He is literally mangled here. So we'll get the audience to decide who's going to go first, me or Marlon? You. Me. All right, cool. I'm going to go first. I'm going to do this first. Right. We're ready.
What are we doing? Holding it or just leaving it?
Just let it spin. So you got to wait. Yeah, you have to wait for it to come around. I've not even got a straight shot. Look at this. Do you want to count me in? Who's going to time? Who's going to time us? Or are you going to count us in? 3, 2, 1. Are we ready to go? All right. 3, 2, 1. Oh no! No height. I've got to wait now. I've got to wait. Oh, nearly. Oh! Right. Wait for this to stop a bit. Slow it down.
Come on, Tell.
Oh! One. I'm going to stop it spinning so much. There we go.
Right, come on, Marlon.
Y'all go.
Show the man in the team, bro.
One.
Shoulder.
I'll straighten out first shot for you.
I've done in the playground. 3. Shoulder. 2. Wait, sweet out.
There we go. Go on. There we go. I'll hold it still for you. There we go.
3, 2, 1, go then. He's showing it.
Come on. No! Go for the top score. Go for the top score.
No! 30 seconds.
Looking to finish of the match.
Oh!
But this has been Friday night on the Terrace, episode 1. We're back soon with more. Smash that like button. Marlon, thank you very, very much. Legend. Rocket, big round of applause for Rocket. As well, shout out to our partners at Snack Media and QB Sport as well. But more importantly, but more importantly, thank you every single one of you at home. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. Until next time, take care. Goodbye. God bless.